So, for anyone who's not in the know about this game, there is, I mean, Sonic 06 you probably know about. A lot of people consider that to be the death nail of Sonic the Hedgehog as an experience, as a whole. But for me, it was something that was kind of like a source of fascination throughout pretty much the entirety of my life. I played it when I was young. This was around the time where I was still a fairly kind of like into Sonic the Hedgehog like fan. One of those types of things where I played, you know, Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, you know, when I got the GameCube. I actively sought out Sonic Adventure DX, despite that, you know, not being the optimal way of playing that game, but, you know, it was something that I sought out as a result. And, you know, Sonic Heroes was okay, I guess. The Sonic Advance games I'd also played. You know, there's a pretty good trail of, like, Sonic games and Sonic experiences that I'd had to kind of, like, chart my path forward. Oh, that was me. Through, like, the whole kind of... Oops. Through my whole experience with Sonic, like, there's a pretty good roadmap of, like, experiences that I had. And for my money, this became one of those things where it was just like, oh, like, a Sonic the Hedgehog that is a next-generation game. Visually, you know, the music, Zebrahead was the soundtrack for it. So, like, there wasn't a lot that I was, like, really to be upset about at that time. It pretty much was a game made for me, visually speaking. My actual experience with playing the game was I used to go to a church youth group, and they'd have Xboxes set up where you could play, like, Rock Band and other kind of games that were, like, you know, intended to be your of the time period, basically. But I honestly was not all that familiar with kind of, you know, games being bad at that time. And I was just like, okay, cool. Like, this is a thing that I can enjoy. And this is an experience that I can enjoy because I love Sonic the Hedgehog. And I got really attached to the way the game looked, the characters. You know, Silver, obviously, is in my header. So, I mean, you can tell that you became something. Oh. Oops. I'm really not making a case for this being like a fairer version of this game, am I? I guess because I'm talking, I guess another portion of kind of messing that up there. It's not the first time I've had myself exposed on stream for not necessarily being the best player of video games, but for my experience with this game, like, I played, like, the first cutscene, which, I mean, obviously, like, visually looks really great. The game itself, I only played this level, and, like, of course, the town sections as well, which are their own kind of experience, too. So, like, really, I didn't actually play this game for what it was. And that was something that kind of shielded me from thinking that it was a bad game. Until, you know, of course, Game Grumps, endless number of reviews, all kinds of people to tell me that this game actually is the worst thing that's ever been made, and it killed Sonic forever, and people should still be talking about how Sonic kissed a human at the end of the game, you know, 15 years later. You know, any number of things that have kind of come up since then. Eggman's battleship went that way. But I still always had, like, a little bit of a fondness for this, because visually, you know, it's still fun, and, like, it's kind of technically your Sonic Adventure 3. I don't count Sonic Heroes as being Sonic Adventure type of game. That's a different breed. So, ChaosX, who developed this game in Unity, seemed to agree, and decided to do a lot of things. I mean, obviously, you've already seen the loading times, which are pretty much the main things that I think people have complained about in relation to this game, are non-existent. Like, you pretty much can go through this game and, like, there's like very limited load times. The actual way that it plays is a lot tighter. The characters have slightly different control schemes. You can see that with Tails and his ability to tail whip rather than doing just the dummy ring bomb.
Elise, hang in there.
And just in general, the way that the game looks and feels is like very modern. You know, this being a game built in Unity is crazy to me, always. So that's Act 1. Because I was talking and because I was doing that, I probably didn't do a good job. I'm gonna guess that I got a B or a C. Usually when I play these, I get B or C. Despite loving Sonic, I'm not like an elite Sonic player. I got an S rank on one level, but that was kind of
Just made it.
But it's like, yeah, like most of the time when I'm playing these games, it's usually just like, okay, I'm just doing my own thing. You may notice here that it is just like an act-based thing. And there's a reason for that. The purpose behind this is that they basically kind of went into this with the experience of, we're going to rebuild the normal game out first, make sure that it looks the way that it should, and then after that, you know, kind of being able to go into the bosses and being able to go into some of the other stuff that exists there. I think that that's a good way of doing things personally, because you know, there's nothing worse than building out a full entire new game and then it gets copyright struck or you have some other type of problem happen with it. So Dusty Desert being the second level, I feel like I've gotten here sometimes when I played the original game, but, you know, it's not necessarily something that I'm particularly familiar with. Oops. See what I mean? Hold up a sec. Oh, cool. So, for those of you who aren't as familiar with this game, the girl that I'm holding is Elise, who's the Princess of Soliana. Basically a character that exists only in this game and doesn't appear anywhere else. Sonic games are pretty popular for doing that, where they're like, oh, here's like kind of our, you know, character that we're introducing, you know, Sonic through, basically, like meant to be the eyes of the kind of like game for that experience. You have Chip, you have, oh, whoops. You have all these types of people where that's generally. Oops. I'm really not making a good case for myself being good at this game, am I? Oh my goodness. Anyway. Ignore that. That's what happens when it's been a long time since you've played this game, and the one level that you played is the one that you just finished, of course, but we move regardless.
That robot will toss bombs from the walls. I gotta watch out.
So, like, what's nice about this game as well is they've also found ways to pull in, like, character lines and stuff that was kind of, like, hidden in the files. So, like, you know, your little guides and your little stuff like that. I mean, it's very kind of minimal stuff, some of this. But as far as your actual way of being able to kind of say, yeah, this is a video game that is, like, you know, able to kind of let people know that it's a, you know, decent enough experience, you know? you're able to kind of see what they were going for here, and a lot more clarity than you might have with the retail release. I bounced on the spring there. That was weird.
I'll have to be with the enemies to get through.
Oh god. Okay. Times where I should have waited there. Oh wow, that launched me back quite a ways actually.
That cave is being protected by the surrounding neighbors. We have to defeat them first.
But this is the type of thing that people miss about Sonic, like the branching pathways, the, you know, kind of like ability to kind of go through and act and explore a little bit as well. Like, obviously with the way that, you know, the boost games have kind of been successful in being able to nail a lot of other stuff, like, it makes sense that this isn't kind of going to be the way that they approach stuff from here on. Especially considering how, you know, this being the last game of the adventure style. You know, it just, like, it all kind of is symmetrical in that sense. You know, it's like, oh, people want a new adventures game, but then they also hate the game that was intended to be what was the last adventures game. Oh, God. I'm really not making a good case for this being a good port. I'm sorry, ChaosX. That's my bad. That's my fault. I'm gonna start over. I'm actually gonna start over, like, for real.
Combine the strength of two with the right trigger and use this new power to get rid of anything that blocks your path.
Oops. I'm meaning to... Yeah, I want to do that again. I'm meaning to land on that little platform so I can go across a little bit further.
If you put your power together, you will be able to walk on this sand. But be careful, your power is limited.
Oh. There we go. Showing off the game as it's meant to be played, guys. I promise. I promise. Oh god. Too fast.
That cage is being protected by the surrounding enemies. We have to defeat them first.
The fact you can spam that's crazy. But yeah, so, I mean, like, for me personally, the illusion or the spell of kind of this game being good wasn't broken for quite a long time. That doesn't change the fact that I don't still look at it as being something where it's like, okay, like, but let's be honest with ourselves. Who among us hasn't, you know, messed up a game every so often? And, you know, like, does this really need to kind of be recognized as, like, the pinnacle of all failure? Like, truly? Maybe it does, you know, obviously, but maybe it doesn't, you know? I'm someone who's open for... Oh, that just smacked him right in the head. I'm someone who's open to, like, games kind of getting another shake. And, like, for me, this being something that lets people kind of see, oh, there actually was a game under here. It's just the biggest issue was the time it was allowed to be developed and the stuff that you needed to do to be able to make it work just was not there. It's less of a situation where people go, oh, Sonic games as a whole are bad. And more, oh, this game just didn't have what it needed to be successful. And thankfully, it now has what it needs to be successful. At least from what we can tell here. That's 2 levels down. I'm pretty happy with my progress so far, I'll say that.
I don't believe
Oh, an S? Wow, alright. Maybe it was because I was taking all those alternative paths. Good for me. Next up, the White Acropolis. Why's it gotta be white? Because it's snowing,
This is
obviously.
a pretty cold place for a base.
It isn't a Sonic level. It isn't a Sonic game, you know, adventure style, without there being like a little bit of a kind of snowboarding, you know, or a skateboarding, snowboarding type of level involved. Oh, they slowed down and waited for me. That's awkward. Sorry, guys. I know you really want to do that set piece, but I forgot how to snowboard for like 2 seconds. So another thing that I feel like is kind of underrated with this game is the music. Because obviously, people, you know, they tend to leave this game, you know, by the wayside, largely due to the fact of, you know, gameplay-wise, it's not people's favorite. But, like, this game has a lot of bangers in it, I will say. Like, come on. Oh. Oh. I'm sorry, ChaosX. I don't mean to make the game look bad. World's worst Project 06 streamer.
Now that's a big snowball.
Now that's a big snowball.
Jump! Okay.
There we go.
Let's head straight to Eggman's base.
See, I can do the game right when I can do the game right.
It looks like I can do it slow. I gotta be careful when I break it.
Tails, my friend. You're not really going to get a good indication of the story of this game, but you are going to be able to get an experience of how the game is, or how the game is meant to. I can't even say that because I've been screwing up so much. How the game's meant to be played, I suppose. Yep. Now, why the heck did I do that?
Just leave it to me.
So, like, God, that's embarrassing. Folks, just ignore the fact that I am a little rusty at this game.
Just leave
I
it
haven't
to me.
played it in full since I was 15 years old. Local Project 06 fan, eager and excited to play it for the first time.
Searchlights if you hit them with bombs.
I will say that this tail whip is like possibly one of the most useful things that has ever been added to a video game ever. I'm being, you know, I'm exaggerating slightly, but, you know, come on now. You were supposed to play this level by throwing little bombs at people. Score! By throwing little bombs at people before. impossible situation, truly. I know this isn't Kaluki, this is the Sonic, X person? Oh, down here. I could have just left at any time. I'm sure I was intended to, because you're not technically supposed to be successful at this game, combat-wise, to that level. Oops. Close. The thing you have to realize is that it was close. Oh. Oh, that was just a piece of projectile there. The Sky Gem. I did look up where to find some of the upgrades as well, because I was curious. I'm just like Loba from the, what do you call it? The Apex Legends. Visually, I'll say that this game is like a little shaky at times. Like, you know, consistency of vision for Sonic 06. Like, I'm not going to be one of those people that says, oh, you know, this game looking realistic is a good thing for it, like, at all times. But it definitely is one of those things where I'm like, oh, like, this is a cool, like, this is a cool look at kind of how all this stuff would have looked. You know, I'm not mad at that.
Just made it.
Yeah, like, for perspective for anyone, because this game obviously wasn't called Sonic 06 as it released. The game was intended to be a remake. Oh, so here is a cutscene that ChaosX made. You know, some of these things are kind of like different, so that they can give people the experience of being able to see different stuff. Oops. I say ChaosX, but obviously I'm like forgetting various developers that were also involved in this game. Yeah, unfortunately, I didn't look that up before I started, but I should get some more information on that, because there is a pretty decent team that worked on this experience for people, and that has to go. It has to go without saying that, you know, you certainly can't do all this alone. Unless you can, which, you know, I don't know. That was a little unfair. Anyway, in we go. What the heck was that? This is the part of the game that I'm pretty sure people are more familiar with, which is the Crisis City. A stage that, honestly, I feel like that becomes like the signature stage. That's not the direction I want to go in at all. I feel like this becomes the signature stage of this game. Like, not in the sense where it's like, oh, like, this is the stage that the game is kind of known for, but, like, it's the one stage that people look at with competence and with, like, a level of kind of, like, okay, like, even if you hate this game, you can't deny that, like, Sonic running through, like, a terrible world like that. Turning off camera volumes. I don't know what that is, actually. I'm sorry. It might have been because I did mess around with some of the visual stuff. Oh. No, I messed around with some of the visual stuff to make sure that it wasn't, like, trying to blow up my, thing, but, yeah, like, maybe there was some stuff that I'm missing there.
Okay, let's blast through here.
Oh, kind of delayed a little explosion there. But yeah, I feel like most people, if you are familiar with this game, you're familiar with this stage. And I would say that it looks even better than it did on release. Oh, okay, I see. Looking at chat there. My bad. That makes sense, because I feel like there are people who would want to kind of make sure that they're just looking forward the entire time. But hello, mayonnaise in the toilet. First time chatter. Welcome to, you know, classes in session, of course. I have been getting schooled quite a bit here. Yeah, like, it's always good when there's it's always good when there's a consideration for a lot of that stuff. Like, hey, you know, if people who play this game professionally or people who play this game from a perspective of wanting to try and do some other stuff, like, there's some good visual stuff in there, and then there's some good, like, stuff that might help people kind of technically as well. But this is my first time playing Project 06 the full way through, by the way. It is, I talked about this before, but it's like, what, like, it's been 15 years since I played the original Sonic 06. And of course, like, that was during a time where I wasn't really aware of how terrible games could go. Oh, Lord. That is a weird camera thing.
It looks like I can jump from there.
So yeah, like, this is kind of me experiencing the full experience here. Camera volumes tell people where to go. Yeah, I don't feel like I did anything with that. But maybe I did, and, you know, I don't know. What? Oh. Oh, I'm moving too slow. That's why. I feel like these high-speed sections are kind of better based on a lot of the changes that they made, too. Obviously, being able to light dash to orient yourself a bit. You know, obviously, kind of being able to slide to slow yourself down.
Here comes a billboard.
Here comes a billboard. Don't sound so excited about it, buddy. But I guess now I can properly look at chat here. Mayonnaise in the toilet, thank you for joining. I would recommend turning the volumes back on because they help newcomers in directions of where to go. I'll check that actually in between. I want to actually see if I have that. I'd like to think I don't, but I'm not entirely sure.
Just made it.
Game settings. Yeah, I'll take a look. But hopefully your Sunday's been going well. We've all been having a little bit of fun here, experiencing this. Of note, this is my first time playing a game through the Steam Deck, actually. Okay. Only important volumes if turned off. Okay. Yeah, I'll keep that on. That doesn't sound bad, actually.
Let's get going.
Good to know. Thank you so much. On to the Flame Core.
Woohoo! What a view!
Nothing like a little bit of whimsy in my Sonic, I say. Plenty of people do not like Sonic being goofy in situations where he shouldn't be goofy. And you know something? Those people are wrong. Here, never mind. Guess I know where they are. Oh, no, yeah, no problem with a lot of those for the most part. I did watch a video kind of earlier to kind of make sure that I understood where they were.
Gotta be careful not to fall off.
So I may have missed one. I missed the one that was on the last level. But other than that, I've been pretty successful.
Whoa! Are you all coming out to say hi?
But are you a speedrunner of this game? Yeah, I missed the one on the Crisis.
Comes into view.
But are you a speedrunner of this game usually, Mandy's? Nice, nice. So you probably have played this a lot more, like... I'm doing my best, but my main thing is like, I wanted to stream something that would be visually demanding, but also really easy for me to kind of just sit back and talk about my fun little life and experiences with this game. And this is, you know, definitely been good to be able to do so far. God, this music is so good, seriously. People sleep on the Sonic 06 music because they hate the Sonic 06 game.
Whoa! That's not a nice weapon. Piece of cake. No sweat.
No sweat. Are you someone who played this game previously, or were you kind of just mainly aware of their of its like legacy?
It's raining fire.
Because I was one of those people where I was like, okay, I played it when like I said, I played it when I was like 15, and I really wasn't aware that this game was bad or that people considered it to be bad for like most of my life as a result. Like, it was one of those it was one of those situations where I feel like, you know, it took like long after the consensus had been made for me to really kind of get in. Yeah, nice. I feel like the Shadow release, there's a YouTuber who kind of detailed all of like the main differences with these games. Like I'll have to look him up again, but I'll link him you know, once I find him actually. He pretty much was like, okay, like here's Sonic 06, and here's like how this game is like different, you know, per release.
It looks like I can
By, you know, kind of character mission and stuff like that. Yes, that's him. Bickory Box. But I saw his video for Shadow, and I was like, okay, like, I wouldn't know because I never played Shadow originally. You know, when I originally got an experience with this game. But it was the type of thing where I was like, oh, cool, like, there is actually something here for people who played this. And in addition, like, you know, just as far as how cool this looks or the intent behind why these things were done. You know, I mean, it's always good to have, like, a, you know, kind of just come in with, like, obviously an intent to fix stuff. And then to be able to kind of go through and be like, well, here's, like, some stuff I can do just because it looks cool.
If you attack the light in the sky, it will show you the way.
Oops. Seems like I have, actually. I'm going to save my actual showing of that since I am stream. Oh, okay. Sorry. I realize how silly that is for me to say I'm actually streaming right now to someone who is watching me stream, but I was going to save that for the end of the stream to go into the extras and show some of that. But I am aware of kind of the changes, the stuff that they put in there for that. Like, this really is one of those things where it's like, oh, like, there's a lot of stuff. Like, I feel like, I think I might have changed some things, but it's been a while since I've taken a look at that as
While
well.
jumping, you can glide by pressing and holding the A button. Press the X button once to do a heat jump, again to do a back block, and a third time to do a stone breaker punch.
I know Knuckles has, what do you call it? He has some, like, combo variances as well.
Button once to do a heat knuckle, again to do a back block, and a third time to do a stone breaker punch.
There we go. That was what I was hoping to do. Oh, what the hell? Oh, oops. And then B. Okay. I'll test that one as well. Oh, cool. So it's basically all three of the games then, yeah? Like, Sonic Adventure 2 is when he had the uppercut, Sonic Adventure 1 is when he had the dash, and then, of course, this game where he has this thing. Which one am I missing? Is it that one? I think it is. That's the type of stuff where I'm like, oh, cool, like, there's stuff here even for people who aren't, like, they want to, you know, because not everyone who is a person who played this game, or plays this game, is like, oh, I want the truest and most optimized experience. Some people just want to look at cool stuff. Unfortunately, I'm one of those people. You know, having not played this game before, the main things that are appealing to me is new stuff and the loading screens not being abysmal to have to deal with. And luckily, I'm getting both of those things in this experience. I know that the next release for this is supposed to be bosses, which should be interesting. But then I guess, you know, I'm curious to see how they make all the town stuff, you know, the actual kind of game work as well. You know, given that this is like a Unity rebuild and not like, you know, kind of, I mean, it kind of is built off the original game. Oh yeah. Yeah, I can see that probably being the thing that takes the longest to happen, actually.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm like, I'm patient with these experiences, you know? Like, there are a lot of people who are just like, okay, like, you know, when's the next thing coming out, basically? And for me, it's like, if they take 3 years to come out with the bosses, then I'm not even mad. I'm getting enough enjoyment out of this particular build as is.
That was incredible.
I don't know how I got an S there. Feels like I took forever. Yes, I do. And I actually am gonna try and go back through and get some more of those. I'm intending to do this for another hour. So my intent is to kind of try and make sure I see as much of the game as I can.
Son, shouldn't you save the train before chasing after me?
Oh, okay, so that... Oh, whoops. That must be one of the little cinematic things there.
Son, shouldn't you save the train before chasing after me?
This is the only one I couldn't identify the location by, what do you call it, by eye for the gems, so I might miss this one too. But I can always go back through and grab those. The main thing is being able to get the S ranks, after all.
Does this conveyor change direction?
It's kind of cool, honestly, how much they've been able to put into this, like, for people who want to, you know, replay it multiple times.
Jumping, press the X button to perform a bound attack. If you perform multiple consecutive bound attacks, your jumping height will increase.
Because, like, obviously, you know, it's one thing to play through a demo once and get the experience of kind of what's intended here. Look for a firebox. Can't tell if I passed it already.
There's gotta be a switch somewhere.
Oh, that over there? Okay, I haven't passed it yet. Thank you, thank you. Oh, no! No! Let me turn around. Oh, or maybe it was downhill. Okay. That feels like it could be it, honestly. Is that it? Well, we're about to find out. Hell yes. Thank you for the slight encouragement there. Oh. Does that mean I keep it? It does mean that I keep it. Good. Oh, whoops. My bad. Okay, yeah. So I keep it regardless, that's good.
Eggman!
Ah.
Gotta hurry!
Nice. I was never a big secret hunter when I was a kid, so I might have probably found like 1 or 2 of those things if I was really searching for them before. But I feel like, you know, they aren't placed the way that they are in the main game, are they? I barely even remember these, if I'm being honest.
Does this conveyor change direction?
So every level means you have an extra gem. First.
I've got to get ahead and help the train. There's got to be a switch somewhere.
So every level means an extra gem, so now you have 3 jumps. Oh, okay, cool. Every gem, extra gem. Okay. I gotcha.
I'll be able to move faster if I go on top of the train instead of being on the rails. Those enemies seem to be protecting their cage for some reason. I've got to defeat them first.
I wonder why, Sonic. There we go.
Elisa's train is... Uh-oh! Gotta speed up!
I feel like for a gimmick that's intended to be like one of your main kind of showcases, this is kind of underutilized. And obviously, I mean, I feel like in the main game, like people probably didn't want to use this all that much, but you know, top speed is like a pretty cool little way of showing your, showing just how powerful your game can be. At least underutilized by my own memory. Alright, dude. Like...
Is Elisa on board? Yeah! I'm almost there. Police, hang on. Yeah!
There we go. I'm gonna guess a B for this one as well.
Just made it.
That's the way these things go sometimes. Do the extra acts count as a part of the requirement? Or are those just, you know,
Straight up.
as they say, extra? No idea what happened. It's not a Sonic Adventure type game without a good jungle level.
Oh, you may be able to talk to her.
visually there's a bit more shakiness to this one, I will say.
I'm going right up the middle.
Oh. Uh-oh. They do count. Okay. That's good to know.
Let's run straight up.
I will keep that in mind.
Sonic, it looks like you can pull up that wall. If you jump when the vibe is growing, you may be able to jump higher.
Hang on tight. I'm going right up the middle.
Oh my god.
Whoa!
Sorry about
Let's
that.
run straight up.
I feel like these levels in particular, the ones with Elise on board, are the ones that I have the biggest struggle with at times.
Sonic, it looks
The
like
gimmick is not my
when
favorite.
the vibe is growing, you may be able to jump higher.
Hang on tight.
There we go.
I'm going right up the
Speaking
middle.
of Elise, I think it's nice that Sega finally acknowledged that she existed through like art this past year. I feel like that was kind of something that like they were afraid to do for so long because of the fact that she isn't like a particularly well remembered part of the franchise. But obviously it doesn't change the fact that her, much like Silver, are still, they still exist. They still count.
Sonic, to your right.
Oh. Uh-huh. Like for me personally, there's no bad Sonic characters except Vector. Vector's awful. But there's no bad Sonic characters. So like the idea of kind of being like, oh, this character, you know. They even gave her a redesign. Oops.
You will be able to walk.
They even gave her a redesign.
You all right?
Yes.
If you put your power together, you will be able to walk on this water.
I'm just not seeing.
Elise, are you all right?
Yes.
Fall in the water.
How about riding this turtle?
The turtle. How about not riding this turtle? Weird. Alright.
Nice!
That probably sucked. I can't lie. Just show it to me. I want to see it. Just give me the bee.
How was that?
Just give me the bee. I'll be back. I promise. I swear. Kingdom Valley.
Silver, we don't have time.
Another
Let's get to
nice
Elise
little
right
cutscene
away.
developed for
All
this. Very fluid, very smooth. Oh, hold up. Actually, I do know another little secret about this level. Let me get that, too. Come here. No! Okay. Thank you, my friend. No! Come on.
Whoa!
I'll just die. It's okay. I only need one more. God, that's a pretty sick one, honestly. I might keep that. This is another level where I feel like, if you're familiar with Sonic 06, you're probably familiar with it, because this was the level that was used in the demos and stuff. And thus, the level that people were kind of mainly kind of thinking about as far as the quality of the game when the game was kind of in process of release. Whoop. Also, the white shoes are clean as hell, so can't argue with that.
Leave it to me.
This is my first time playing as Silver. That's right, he does have this.
I can manage this cage with my power.
Maybe this would be easier if I,
I think I can knock that structure down.
Oops. Which is... It's, there we go. Just need to have full energy to be able to do it.
I can grab missiles with my psychokinesis and throw them back to make them explode near the enemy.
It's kind of nice that they are like, hey, for anyone who, you know, may not have played this game or may not have played this character, like they added all these things here for it. Oh, let's see. Am I just dumb? Like, how did I do it before? There we go. I just need to hold it down. Yeah, I looked at your thing right when I was kind of able to, oops, able to figure it out. You still here? Oh.
Man, the staircase is damaged. Now I'll have to use my power. Hey, not bad.
There we go. One thing's for sure, you know, the next few times that I stream this, I'm definitely going to make sure that I am familiar with the controls of those other characters, because mostly I'm familiar with Sonic's controls. Sonic and Shadow.
Those enemies seem to be protecting the door for some reason. Looks like I have to defeat them first.
Oh, no, 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 no!
Whoa! Those enemies seem to be protecting the door for some reason. Looks like I got to defeat them first.
Oh, that's sick.
Piece of cake. No sweat.
Maybe I should turn down the green effects on this level. It's kind of messing with my screen a bit. It looks cool. I'll say that. It does look very, very cool. Still more yet.
Be careful not to fall off here. Whoa!
Oh, stairs.
That's a lot of enemies. Sonic,
Another nice little cutscene here.
Silver, it's all yours.
I'm very fond of how they like incorporated so much of this stuff in.
Yes!
There we go. This is the one I'm familiar with, actually, the light speed areas that are meant to be tough. That's kind of simplified with some of the additional control scheme stuff. God, it's so sick. Oops. Very nice. I wonder how I'm doing on time. There's like a lot of different parts of this level, so I imagine that like the time limit is... Oh! Okay. Never mind then. Never mind at all. Let's see.
Just
Yeah. Alright. I can't hate that, personally. Alright, aquatic base. Then we'll circle around and we'll see if we can get all the rest of the little S ranks and stuff.
Tails, Knuckles, let's hurry! If I slide, I can squeeze through.
Son, the security's tight. Be careful. Who knew that Eggman's base would be here?
This used to be a Soliana laboratory. It looks like it was really advanced.
That's what I care about. No sense in playing a level if you can skip it instead. That's what I say.
This mysterious ball has a magnetic force. If you attack the switch, the magnet will activate.
It looks like I can grab the handle to move.
Oh, what the hell? Huh? Oh. Spin dashes in these halls are so satisfying. I should be trying to spin dash a little bit more personally. Oh, huh?
If I get on this ball,
Well,
I'll
that's
be
cool.
able to get over there.
Be careful not to fall.
Be careful not to fall. Whoa,
Whoa!
Honestly, yeah. Like, this game has some really satisfying control schemes, and I can only imagine how some of the extra stuff is gonna look. Which is why, after I complete this level and the Tails thing, I'm gonna actually go into the extra settings early, and just play around with some of my stuff, just so I can see. Oh.
Tails!
Sonic, there must be a switch for the door. Leave it up to me.
inexperience comes into play here. I actually don't know which direction to go. I bet it's up. God, this is such like a nice... Tails is very fun to play in this game. Knuckles is also fun to play, but I feel like I like playing as Tails the most because of the kind of clear intent to make his flying like a pivotal part of the experience. Coupled with the tail whip, of course. Score! Oh! Okay. Okay. It is a little awkward, but it's the type of thing where it's like when you kind of understand where he's supposed to be, like the air bouncing and stuff like that is like... The air bouncing to take out like normal enemies is really useful, but like if you have to fight like enemies that aren't like aerial based, then or enemies that can take more than one hit, then it's kind of less fun. Oh, he's over there. Time to use the stupid stuff. Oh, really? That sucks. How so? I mean, are they gonna just make it like a little lower? Like he can't fly as high, or are they gonna make like his the amount of time he can be in the air a lot less? Oops.
Dang it! When the door opens, it activates the robots. Tails, Knuckles, be careful.
Sonic, that magnet is really strong.
If you use that magnet, you can change the route.
Oops. That's my bad. He can't fly as far as going up. Yeah, yeah. That sucks. Is that not where I'm supposed to be going? Am I stupid? Where am I supposed to be going? Oh, you know what? Oh, kill all the enemies. Okay. Oh. These guys never learn. Like me. There we go. Okay. The egg carrier. Oops. So close. Okay. I did that perfectly the first time. You all saw it. Everybody saw it. There we go.
Passing area 2. Intruder passing area 2. Area shutdown system
There's the magnet switch. Push it and the path should open.
Uh-oh. How about a little help?
Sonic, we're out of time. Get on this ball. I'll take care of the rest. Bring it on. I'll take them all down.
Oh, that's kind of good, actually. Oh, wow. That even got the guys around the corner.
Dang, where's the switch to turn off the laser?
Knuckles, thanks. All right, let's roll.
Dolphins? Okay, there we go. Sonic, why weren't you on the ball? The lasers... I turned off the lasers for you. Hello? Did I glitch it? Oh. I'm just not patient.
Intruder passing area 3.
There's still this many left.
There we go. Barely tell what was going on there for a second.
Yeah!
Great!
Great! Oh no! Is there? I could swear that the last gem that I need to find was in Crisis Core. Is that where I find the gem I get from all the S ranks
That was incredible!
in this level? Or am I wrong? Well, either way. Future content. Egg Cerberus, Silver the Hedgehog, Iblis Phase 2. How is Iblis Phase 2 boss number 3? Oh, no, wait. No, never mind. I'm wrong. Me when I'm lying. Alright, gotta get an S rank on this as well.
Battleship, wait up! We're coming!
Oh, come on. That shouldn't have happened. course it drops right then. Very nice. The right kind of tail whip. I keep forgetting I can't slide. Let's try that again, only this time I'm smart. It's a terrible thing to say right before I do something very stupid. Let's just do it like this. Interesting. Ah! Almost jumped in the complete wrong direction there. There we go. Oh. That probably was how I was supposed to do that in the first place. Sweet! I'll probably have to do that one again, honestly. I took too much damage. Even with the time that I cleared.
Well, not bad.
Not bad. Okay. Back out to my settings, where we can go ahead and we can take a look at some of the extra stuff here. First and foremost, some of the levels that I have to do. Wave Ocean, Kingdom Valley, Tropical Jungle, Radical Train, Crisis Core, and White Acropolis. Okay, so I really only did a few of those, honestly. I didn't really do as good as I thought I did. Oh, don't look at that. Don't look at the black magic that I acquired to get this game working the way that it should. Anyway, into the extras, where you can look into the game room. So, there are a number of things that are in this that were designed specifically for people to be able to experience the game, like various different builds that were released. There's the Tokyo Game Show demo. There's, of course, kind of the E3 releases and some of the other things that exist there too. Homing reticles, attack reticles, the spin effect, which there's of course the default one that's listed, the one that was in retail, and then what I'm going to turn on, which is Sonic Adventure. Custom. Interesting. The upgrade models, jingles, and music. And there's of course kind of what the game looked like at various stages, which you can mix and match, which is really cool. Some of these things, I mean, obviously I personally don't like them as much, but it is really cool that you do have the ability to kind of take a look at them and be like, oh, here's what this game looked like at various stages and various times. The jump dash type completely changes the game, which is interesting. Oh, right, yeah, because straight is kind of more like just, and then there's other kind of things that exist there too. I'm going to try with Legacy. I'm going to see what that looks like. And we're going to go right back in. Just as soon as I kind of know where I'm going right back into. White Acropolis first.
Let's get going!
And I was missing a gem from Crisis City and missing a gem from the last stage there.
For a base.
So I'll keep those in mind as I go.
Press and hold the A button as long as you can, and release it right at the jump ramp.
This is not really giving me S-rank vibes this run already, but oh, there we go. Awesome. Awesome and great? Maybe I'm doing better than I thought. Press X for a kick. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, see, that was the little X factor I was missing there.
Now that's a big
Me not damaging any of those enemies is probably going to come back to haunt me. Oh, what the hell? Yeah, I'm definitely curious to see what, you know, some of those additional settings change. I mean, obviously we're seeing here that kind of just... I actually really like this display.
That's a big snowball.
HUD up here. Come on. Again, apologies for the interesting methods that I'm using to play this game.
Now that's a big snowball.
If you want a further camera, retail camera with E3 FOV. Interesting. I'll have to play around with a lot of these settings before I next stream this. Next time will be Shadows sections, of course, so that'll be its own kind of interesting choices. Oh, okay, so that wasn't a camera thing that I saw before.
It looks like that container will explode. I gotta be careful when I break it.
Oh, nice. The sound effect, too. Oh, yeah, his dash does look quite different there. visually interesting. But also you have a little bit less air time as well. That's cool. I like that, actually.
There should be a switch somewhere.
Or maybe that's the TGS stuff, now that I'm thinking about it. Because I also turned that on, too. Oops. Awkward. Because yeah, I changed a lot of different little settings there, so it could be any number of things that are making you look. We just kill everything and get rings to get S rank. Okay. I was under the impression that time had to be a factor there too, but I'm glad that it isn't. But yeah, high ring count seems like the best thing. Like, you know, obviously not dying is a good way for you to make sure you got that going for yourself. Oops. Time is kind of a big factor. Yeah. I would imagine so. Press X in air with tails. Oh, God.
I think you can stop the searchlights if you hit them with bombs.
Yeah, the bomb stuff definitely would be useful to employ a little bit more. I just kind of wanted to do the tail whipping mainly, but I realize now that I'm not good enough to pull that off when it comes to fighting multiple enemies at once. Yeah, for this type of stuff, I need it. Yeah, good call. Artistic. Oh, what the hell? Interesting. Yeah, so the curve there. But also, I literally... there's no distance to that. There's no way I was making that jump. Let me me start over, actually.
This is a pretty cold place for a base. Press and hold the A button as long as you can.
Oh.
And release it right at the jump ramp.
I did that there. Ah, come on.
This is a pretty cold place for a base. Press and hold the A button as long as you can. And release it right
There
at the
we
jump
go.
ramp.
I don't know what. Oh, Maybe if I go down the center one, that'll let me go through that little path there. You okay, Sonic? Everything good at home? Kind of sliding around a little bit. Oh, there's one to the right there, too. Should check on that next time.
Now that's a big snowball. Jump! Okay, let's head straight to Eggman's base.
There we go.
Looks like I can explode. I gotta be careful when I
Sonic!
If I can move without being caught by the searchlights, I'll be able to get to Eggman faster. Dang, there's no time. Let's keep going.
There should be a switch somewhere. Just leave it to me.
Oh, that just kind of homes in, too.
I think we can stop the searchlights if you hit them with bombs.
Thanks.
Oh, thanks.
We're close to Eggman's place.
It looks like it's equipped with heavy weapons, but those legs look pretty fragile.
Oh, sick. Ah, God.
You lost to Eggman's
I may have, yeah.
It looks like it's equipped with heavy weapons. Those legs look pretty fragile.
This different homing dash changes everything, honestly. I'll have to play around with some of the other ones to see how I feel about them. I kind of want a little bit more time to level to see if I can, get some more points. But also, I don't want to overstay the level. Vertical is better in general, so you know if and when you're attacking. Yeah, that makes sense. Oh, sweet. He's got the little thumbs up. That's crazy that 36 is my record for rings.
Just made it.
Wow. All right. Maybe I do need to, humble myself a little bit. I'm not going to go at this all day. I think I'm going to do maybe like 30 more minutes just to kind of show off more of what actually exists here. But then, of course, if there is anything else that... you said retail with the... Retail cam with the E3 FOV. We'll give that a shot. And I will turn on the because why not?
Let's get going.
I'll start with a level that isn't that, just so we're not going right back to that. Let's do Kingdom Valley instead.
Let's get going.
Silver, we don't have time. Let's get to Elise right away.
All right.
Nice, nice. I was gonna turn off and turn down some of the visual settings as well. This is a little shaky on this level. Oh, please. Yeah, let me do that now, actually, before I get too deep in. Turn on reflections. Yeah, reflections are on. Oh, turn off. Okay. Rain effects. Rain effects are already off. Interesting. Nah, you're all good.
Let's get going.
I thought it sounded weird. It was like, oh, the reflections feel like they would make the game worse. They feel like they would make the game run worse.
Time. Let's get to Elise right away. All right.
No! Please. At least I didn't hit a checkpoint. Alright. Get at me. I really do want that stuff there. Oh, you know what it is? It's probably my homing dash not being the same that doesn't allow for me to be able to do that the same way. Oh well. So funny how it, like, the reticle just keeps hitting it. Why is it sending me that way? Okay. Oh, come on.
Yes.
Yes. There we go, man. I just need to maintain my lead here, which will be tricky because now I'm going to be playing as silver, but... Is the music different? Oh, I guess because it's the, yeah, it has to be.
I think I can knock that structure down.
Interesting.
I can grab missiles with my psychokinesis and throw them back to make them
I am
explode.
very happy that, you know, and I also saw that ChaosX is working on a, what do you call it, like a Tokyo Game Show version of this game as well, or just a pure port of that demo. Which is, like, really awesome that there's, like, all this stuff that is, like, being, not just, like, a remastering of the game to make it better, but also a way for people to experience all the stuff that people enjoyed about the game pre-launch, pre-release, etc. Like, to me, that's, like, possibly some of the best stuff about this game, about this port, is just how much has been brought over and how much has been successfully kind of like recreated to be able to make sure that people have like this, you know, kind of actual understanding of, you know, the game that we got is not the game that people believe that we were getting. It's not just Sonic fans being delusional or whatever. There were reasons to hope.
Man, the staircase is damaged. Now I'll have to use my powers. Hey, not bad.
Not the button I want to press. Oh, come back, please. I didn't mean it.
Those enemies seem to be protecting the door for some reason. Looks like I've got to beat them first. Piece of cake, no sweat. Let's not go around.
Oh, I was hitting the wrong button. That's why. God. When will I learn?
No sweat. Let's try going up.
But obviously, my main source of excitement going through is to see the characters that I didn't really have an experience to play as way back when, which is Shadow and, of course, Silver. You know, obviously, playing as Silver here, but I mean, being able to get his unlocks, being able to get some of his extra stuff here will be very, very fun to being able to kind of experience the game a little bit more. From what I've seen, like, I've seen some more of Silver's stuff, and I'm very happy with kind of the way some of that stuff got adapted and depicted there. Silver's a little bit of a favorite of mine, so being able to see him in his natural home and natural habitat of Sonic 06 is good. Thorold Senpai, thank you for, thank you for following. 3 Arnold Senpai, sorry. Sorry for messing up your name and then immediately dying in an embarrassing way. That's not what I'm about, I promise. Sometimes that's the way it goes, you know? You're showing off and then you expose yourself horribly. Also, that's the first time I've heard that notification as well, so it kind of surprised me. I usually play on PlayStation, so I was like, well, you know, if I'm gonna be playing on this, I might as well set up some stuff. Oops. And if people are watching, then I'll just keep... If people are still watching, then I'll just keep going, but the way I'm playing, I might scare some people off. I'll tell you that for free. This is what happens when you try to read the chat at the same time. Water under the bridge, all. Water under the bridge. Same here. Sonic 06 is one of those games, I mentioned this before, but like, I had a very limited experience playing it when I was a kid, to the point where it's like, oh, like, this is before I knew that the internet existed, and people could hate things, to the point where they hate it, like, forever. So for me, like, this was the stuff, really. Like, this didn't bother me at all. And I'm personally happy that, like, there isn't just, like, technical upgrades, because, like, you know, it'd be easy for people to just go, oh, the game is, you know, runs better, you know, the cutscenes are easier to follow, the load times are better, but, like, they also, you know, went the extra mile and added more stuff to it to make it, like, an overall new experience for people who want to see this game and experience it as it should be experienced. Like, for me, the idea of taking this and being like, yeah, like, this is the ultimate version of this game. Like, almost a Sonic Adventure 3, in a sense. You know, which is what I feel like Sonic 06 was intended to be. You know, from the get-go. I mean, whether it was actually intended to be that or not. But it pulls it off very well. I don't know if that was my highest ring count there since I've started playing.
No problem.
Wow. Alright. I'm doing worse now. That's the thing, like... Let's see. I think I'm gonna change my, whoop, no. I'm not gonna do that. I think I'm gonna go back out and dig into my settings again. Change the homing attack back. I'm just too used to it being the way that it is, to the point where it's like, if I were to change the homing attack, it probably wouldn't, like, I don't know. It'd probably hurt me a little bit more than it'd help me, you know? But I do like having the homing reticle on. Let's see, Crisis City, I was missing the thing there, so I'm gonna see if I can get that as well.
Shadow, don't be late.
Don't be late.
You're talking to me?
Alright. Let me know if I miss it. Oh. Like I missed that rail.
It's gonna blow up.
Good lord, dude. Just a cruel twist of fate.
Watch out! It's gonna blow up. Ha! Yeah!
Oops. What the hell? That's what I wanted to do before. For a Tower of Springs. Okay. Get to that tower, go behind it. Okay. Yeah.
Jump!
Oh, that was awesome. I pulled that off perfectly. I didn't have to restart at all. You all saw it.
To move to an adjacent rail, jump while using the left stick. The whole city's on fire!
Okay, so here. Go to that tower, go behind. Down here. Oh, okay. Okay, not here. Okay. This is a Tower of Springs I remembered, so... Oh, you're kidding!
To move to an adjacent rail, jump while using the left stick. It'll burst forth and try and surprise me.
Awesome. This could also be considered a Tower of Springs. Is this it? Or no? Oh wait, hold up. Is this it? Yeah! Hell yeah. Awesome. Thank you. That was the one where I felt like, oh, like, I'm not going to be able to figure out where that is.
Okay, let's blast through here.
Oh, yes. Yeah, I can already see. I can already see how this would be, like, just god tier stuff.
This lamppost. Maybe I can swing off it.
Especially being able to turn that on and off is like, oh no!
It looks like I can jump from there.
Yahoo!
That tornado's carrying a car.
Oops.
Here comes a billboard.
Yeah, there we go.
Jump. Yeah.
Perfect.
That was incredible.
Yeah! S rank. And now with this, with this gem, I'm probably unstoppable. Screw it. We're gonna keep going. We're gonna keep going until we get all the S ranks, and then we are going to unlock the final upgrade for Sonic here. And then after that, I mean, you know, that'll be that, but that's kind of our experience here. Let's see. Okay, White Acropolis I don't really want to do again. Radical Train.
Let's get going.
Let's get going. I'm good with going back through some of these levels again. Especially now that I know that I have the gems and I'm not, like, gonna have to actively look for them anymore. Hold up. Grr.
Sonic, shouldn't you save the train before chasing after me?
No. I'm trying to bounce.
Sonic, shouldn't you save the train before chasing after me?
I'd better go help. Got it.
Sonic, shouldn't you save the train before chasing after me?
Eggman! I'd better go help. Gotta hurry.
There we go.
I'd better hurry up and cross this scale. Does this conveyor change direction? I gotta get ahead and
the irony, of course, of like your act, you know, your act success increasing with damaging enemies or killing robots in this game, when in Frontiers, that's like the opposite of what they want you to do. Oh. Caught me lacking a little bit. But not enough. Oh wow, there's a lot of rings up here, huh?
I'll be able to move faster if I go on top of the train instead of being on the rails. Those enemies seem to be protecting that cave.
Oops. My bad, Elise, sorry.
Lisa's train is... Uh-oh! Gotta speed up!
Oops. Gotta be careful about my jumps here. Like that.
Lisa's train is... Uh-oh! Gotta speed up! Lisa's train is... Uh-oh! Gotta speed up!
There we go. That was the one that I wanted after all. Should try going to the right on that one, honestly.
Yeah! I'm almost there. Police, hang on.
I forgot about the middle.
Yeah!
Also, oh wait, you can't use the gems through there. Oh well. I think I did it. No.
Made it.
How's that how did I get a record with a B? Let's see here. I think I'm brave enough to do this again.
This is a pretty cold place for a base. Press and hold the A button as long as you can, and release it right at the jump.
I want it.
This is a pretty cold place for a base. Press and hold the A button as long as you can, and release it right at the jump ramp. This is a pretty cold place for a base. Press and hold the A button as long as you can, and release it right at the jump ramp.
I'll do this one more time. If I can't get it, then I can't get it.
Cold place for a base. Press and hold the A button as long as you can, and release it right at the jump ramp.
Oh, come on. Shows what I know. That literally like 5 item boxes just fall by the wayside there. Is there an open door to the right there too? We got it.
Jump! Okay, let's head straight to Eggman's base. It looks like the container will explode. I gotta be careful when I break it. If I can move without being caught by the searchlights, I'll be able to get to Eggman faster. There's no time. Let's keep going.
There should be a switch somewhere.
Perfect. I forgot that the combo meter was like particularly interesting here too. It's based on how long you're in, how many KOs you can do in the air, if I recall correctly.
I think you can stop the searchlights if you hit them with bombs. Those are guided missiles. What's more, they explode on impact. If they lock onto you, you've got to shake them.
Thanks.
Oops.
We're close to Eggman's place.
It looks like it's equipped with heavy weapons. But those legs look pretty fragile.
I've almost done this perfectly. Which makes it the perfect time for me to jinx myself. Oh, he shot me and it didn't do any damage. Hey, I'll take it. Damn. Give it to me. I earned it. I deserve it. I deserve it.
That was incredible.
Yes. We're chipping away, folks. Not even slowly. We're chipping away quickly. Kind of. Radical Train, Tropical Jungle, and Kingdom Valley, and then Tails. I'll do Tails' thing first.
Let's get going.
Because we do have to circle around for the last gem as well. So we want to be cognizant of that while we're also trying to get the ass. Oops. Triple. I don't think I've ever seen any of the actual, like, score thing. Oh, the original Sonic 06 didn't have a score thing. That's why. But it's good to keep that in mind as well. There we go. Here we're going. Oh no! Just a little off the mark there. At least I've been doing really good on score, which means that my slightly diminished ring count might not as terrible a factor what I'm trying to do here. Though, maybe not, dude. Maybe it will.
Elisa's on that battleship? Wait up, we're coming!
I feel like I was doing way better on that last one from the jump, but we'll see. Can't discount it early, you know?
Hey, let's try going up!
Oh my goodness. I know that there's a pretty decent modding scene for this game as well. I'm actually interested to see how all that stuff came together for this too. Obviously, I'm gonna wait till I've played as more of the characters, because from what I understand, some of those are like, you know, levels for specific characters. But I am interested. Ooh, wee! I am getting shot up. Yes. Well, this isn't gonna go. Oh wow, like, I just kept that combo the entire way. Like, I could have maintained it even further. That's kind of cool. Not this time. I'm just gonna fall into the water instead. What is going on with these manatees? They're just destroying everything. Good lord. Alright, I think all things considered. Oh. You know what? No. Actually, no. I am going to go back to playing as Sonic for a bit, and I will use that as a sweet little dessert for myself to hopefully figure out, because I am too invested in using that tail whip, and it is killing me. Kingdom Valley, Tropical Jungle, and Radical Train.
Let's get going!
3 in a row that I have to get S ranks on. Let's turn it up.
Sonic, shouldn't you save the train before chasing after me?
Help! Sonic! Help!
Eggman! Whoa! I better go help. Gotta hurry!
Pretty good.
Elise's train is... Uh-oh, gotta speed up. Yes!
All right. I've successfully beaten my biggest and greatest enemy, that jump.
Is Elise on board?
Oh no. No way.
I'm almost there.
I...
Hang on.
Big choke at the end of the round. Big choke.
Yeah.
Choking crazy. Score is high. I think I could get...
That was
Oh!
incredible.
Let me... So score and ring, like you said, are very high. You know, those are very important. But score can be better than ring. Why am I talking like a caveman? Score can be better than ring. Ring can be better than score. I miss mine. Hopefully I don't miss mine as I'm playing through this, though. I'll tell you that for free. I remember there was a lot of me kind of just like whiffing jumps.
You can grab that bar. If you jump when the bar is growing, you may be able to jump higher.
Hang on tight. I'm going right up the middle.
Haha. You're kidding.
Let's run straight up.
Sonic, it looks like you can grab that bar. If you jump when the bar is growing, you may be able to jump higher.
Hang on tight.
You know what, score-wise?
I'm going right up the middle.
This might be pretty awesome for me, actually.
We're getting out of the cave.
That's such a weird looking cutscene there.
Let's rip.
Let's rip.
Elise, are you all right?
Yes.
If you put your power together, you will be able to walk on this road.
Gotta make sure I don't fall in the water.
It looks like you can jump up and grind there.
going the complete wrong direction, aren't we?
Sonic, to your left.
Very cool. Score-wise, I think I did pretty good. Ring-wise, obviously 0 rings. But I would say, I don't know.
How was that?
Can you get an A in this game? Like, is it possible? Is it even achievable to get an A in this game? Or is it just BS? I didn't even intend for that to be a play on words there. Y'all are getting some too, you know what? I gotta hurt ya.
Sonic, it looks like you can grab that guy.
Hang on tight. I'm going right up the middle. We're getting out of the cave.
Yeah, this is working just as I planned. S rank will come.
To your right.
Let's rip. Elise, are you all right?
Yes.
Gotta make sure it don't
Main
fall in
thing
the
is
water.
maintaining my composure here.
Looks like you can jump up and grind.
Which is not what I just did.
Let's run straight up.
Sonic, it looks like you can grab that guy. If you jump when the guard is going, you may be able to catch him.
Decent. We've gotten a few more S ranks. The only S ranks we need are for the Tails stage, for this stage, and then for the next 2 stages after. I once had 4, and now I have way more. Obviously, the major issue here is being able to kind of dig in and properly get a little bit of enjoyment out of just kind of progressing properly, which is not what I've been doing lately. Ah. Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Elise, are you alright?
So close and yet so far is kind of how I've been doing this every so often, unfortunately.
Walk on this water.
Gotta make sure I don't fall in the water.
Looks like you can jump up and grind there.
Something might happen if I knock down that fruit. Elise, are
Oh,
you
the
alright?
turtle. Okay.
If you put your power
Damn.
together, you will be able to walk on this water.
Gotta make sure I don't fall in the water.
Well, you know, I really don't see myself. I'm gonna do this one more time. Hold on 1 second. I should have, yeah, but I mean, I think the biggest issue with me here is like, I really want to get like the best. Every time I've gotten an S rank, it's been when I haven't died, you know, at any point. And that's been one of those things where it's like, oh, okay, like all of a sudden now I'm finding, you know, new ways to navigate that prevent me from dying. And also allow for me to get, you know, a pretty decently sized collection of points as a result.
If you jump when the bite is growing, you may be able to jump higher.
Hang on tight.
I think what's happening now is I'm getting more confident at this. And I honestly, like, I can't remember the last time I've played a Sonic game and been like, yeah, I can get an S rank in this. You know, I understand how that process works. So obviously, like, having a little bit of a better understanding of how it works and, you know, being able to kind of navigate that properly as a result is like, that's a good thing for me. Yeah. Enemy-wise, it is a little shaky. It's a short level. Like, I'm a little surprised, honestly.
Let's rip. Elise, are you alright?
Yes.
If you put your power together, you will be able to walk on this water.
Oh, I could have homing attack that guy over there. Whoa, what? What happened?
Are you alright?
Yes.
Oh, this is awesome, actually. This is what I wanted to do.
There's a route here.
Oops. Where am I? Oh, there we go. This is probably not gonna do it.
How was that?
I must maintain. I think I'll go another 30. And if I'm unable to get it this time, then I'll start my next stream with the upgrade. I might try and do it off. I might try and do some of them off screen just so I can kind of like get there. But now it is my goal to get S rank. I don't think that was what I started off with, but that's what it's become.
Sonic, it looks like you can set that bar. If you jump when the bite is going, you may be able to jump higher.
Hang on tight.
So when you speedrun this, are you speedrunning it and getting S ranks while you're speedrunning it, or are you just trying to find the optimal routes?
We're getting out of the cave.
Because I feel like those are two separate genres, you know? Fair enough. Though I can understand, like, you knowing how to get the S ranks as a result is definitely kind of like based on kind of being able to understand the game as a whole. Like, you seem like you understand this game very, very well in a way that I don't. Oh, okay. That's cool. I try to understand it, of course. That doesn't mean that I succeed.
Elise, are you all right?
Yes.
Oh, come on. That's gonna be it for me in rings. Yep. One ring.
Nice.
Oh! I hate you, Sonic 06 level! Tropical Jungle. You're pissing me off. Nah, I'm gonna see if I can figure
Let's
these
get to
out
Elise right away. All right.
on my own. But like, that is good to know that there are people out there who have figured out how best to do all this type of stuff. Oh, no. Yeah, I can imagine. Like I said, I mean, that's why I'm only kind of giving myself another, like, 30 minutes to do this, because I know for a fact that if I'm doing this, I'll be here all day, and I actually don't have plans later, so... This is mainly to test that I could stream using the Steam Deck, that it looked decent. Hopefully it has looked decent, actually. I haven't really been kind of looking at my VOD the whole time. Or, not VOD, but you know what I mean. Like, my stream capture the whole time. To try and be sure. Oh, yeah. I imagine avoiding taking any damage in this section of the game is, like, probably really hard. Whoa! If nothing else, I almost collected all of the gems as well, so...
Leave it to me.
Oh, yeah. I really need to start using these gems a lot better.
I think I can knock that structure down.
Whoops. Yeah, that's good to know.
Leave it to me.
Near the enemy? Buddy, you want to blow these guys up. I don't know. This is a really good version of this song, actually. I can see why they'd want to have it maintained. I honestly wonder how they got all of this stuff to be able to make sure that it was in here. Was it just like studying by eye and by ear and stuff like that? For like the visual stuff in the Tokyo Game Show, I mean, like being able to kind of craft that as effectively when YouTube didn't have 1080p at that time. It's definitely gonna be tricky. Having to study builds and whatnot.
Those enemies seem to be protecting the door for some reason. Looks like I've got to defeat them first.
Gotcha.
Gotta be careful not to fall off here.
So much for a good score there, I'll say. I was doing rather well at that time. Scared now. Not that I think I have an S rank in the bag here, but like I don't want to like fall off when I'm in the middle of kind of like doing some successful stuff, you know? I'm going to get a B rank plus or something like that, a B plus. Thank you, Silver.
Silver, it's all yours.
Oh, thank God that didn't hurt. Thought it would. No! I got greedy. I got greedy. Damn. Aquatic base, which I already did. So it's literally 3 levels now. Tropical Jungle, Kingdom Valley, and then the Wave Ocean are all that's separating me. I'm gonna see if I can do Tails. If I can successfully do Tails, I mean, obviously, that'll be a nice little feather in my cap here. But I think that that'll be where I wrap up, actually, regardless. I'm gonna try and do my best with the Tails run. And then after that, I'll chat about kind of what else is going here. Kill everything you see. That's awesome. Yeah, I know that he has the, his combo meter is kind of a little bit more delayed, actually. It's kind of just when you stop spinning or when you stop killing things that it scores you.
Let's try going up.
Try to do too many things.
Elise is on that battleship? Wait up! We're coming!
Too many things. Yeah, let me just slide through.
Elise is on that battleship?
And then
Wait up,
let's,
we're coming! Let's try going up!
oops. Well, this is going pretty well for me so far. Score. Give it to me. Give me what I want. Give me what I want. God. That's fantastic. Well, with an S rank on the level that is going to be, I feel like, the easiest of these three to complete, with an S rank, I think I am actually going to wrap up here. Like I said before, I do actually have some plans going into the afternoon. So, as far as things go, that is going to be a good place for me to wrap up on my stream experience here. But I want to thank folks for stopping by. Thank you for, of course, checking this out. My first ever Steam Deck stream.